Hello, Swadikap, Ricky and Isaan here. I'm out here in some villages just outside the city. I'm very close to the city, but look how rural and magnificent this area is. Beautiful lake here, really treey. I'm going to head up here, show you some of the roads up here because it's just so green and luscious. And we're not far from the mountains, 10-15 minutes out of the city. I wanted to talk about something Marge Lewis actually commented. Would I ever consider building or buying again? Something, a bit closer to the village, but also within range from all these schools here in the city. And that's an absolutely wonderful comment, Marge. Of course, Thailand's going to be my forever home, I hope. Could always change, things always change. But of course I don't want to rent forever. So potentially buying or building again is always going to be in the realm of possibility. Whether or not I can afford it, that's a different thing. But we're going to have a look around anyway at some of the places that I'd be really keen to sort of build or buy in out here in rural Thailand, because I wouldn't want to live in a city because it's too expensive, obviously, to buy the land. But I'd like to remain pretty close to the city for the schooling for the girls, because that's a pretty important part of their life. So I'll just show you some spots around here which I'd consider definitely building in if it ever could be a possibility. There's obviously a lot of difficulties in regards to foreigners not being able to own land, but with the twins being Thai nationals, as my relationship progresses with my partner, it's always a possibility again for sure. But let's go have a look around at some of the places I'd consider buying and have a look at some of the places for sale as well. Alrighty, so the helmet's on. I hope the mic sounds alright. Let's hit the road. So this is what I was talking about. It gets so green and luscious up here. We're sort of uphill a bit too. Who's this fella? Where you going, huh? Where you going? Really nice spot here, and we're so close to the city too. It's only a 10-15 minute ride on the motorbike into the city, and you don't really go very quick. You're going 30-40 k's an hour. But I mean, potentially living out here, building a little house, because it's not very expensive to build, is it? 40,000 Australian dollars. 20,000 pounds, you can get yourself something pretty nice. 3-bedroom house. It's just about, finding a bit of land somewhere, whatever the land is on top of that. And land's generally not that expensive out in these villages, out by rice fields. Anyway, it does vary all over Thailand, but I'm just talking about my specific area as it is. This is a little, it's like a little, I don't know what this village is, little hilltop village. Just out of the city, beautiful views of the mountain ranges, and it's just so green and luscious. I think it's fantastic up here. I discover a lot of these areas on my bicycle rides, in case you were wondering how on earth I find these places. Surprisingly, a little apartment complex here, which is very odd. Like, we are close to the city and there's universities and tech schools in the city, so I get to probably get some potential there, but just out here in this village, like, it's pretty rural. It's just fields behind these trees. A bit odd for an apartment complex. So something here is perfect. Obviously it varies where you can build and can't build. There might be some areas only dedicated to farmland, but a bit of land here, a bit of just, in the grown cassava there, a bit of just a plot, for 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 baht, where you could build, just a little house, a little pop-up house for your future, somewhere to live forever, similar to what I was living in before. That's what you do. Now you can buy ready to go houses in the city, and I will show you some of those, especially I've had a few people ask me lately, so we're gonna have a look at that and have a look at what the pricing is and what we can see. But this area, look at this, you got the mountain ranges. I don't know how well it picks up on the camera. Beautiful mountain ranges. You're up a bit higher here compared to the city, so it'd be a little bit cooler. It's just government offices or something for this area, probably for the district. Look at the views, mate. It's beautiful here. That is lovely. Now, having a view at all is not on my ever desire list, but imagine having that view, mate. That is beautiful. I'm still 29 years old, so I've got a lot of my life ahead of me, you'd hope. You don't know what could happen in life. We don't know when their time's up, and of course I got to worry about the present and focus on the present, but I think thinking about the future and potentially buying, building, whatever again, owning again, there's definitely nothing wrong with that. So I appreciate the comment, Marge, and It's definitely something I think about every so often. We've got some shops here, so we've got restaurants, mini marts. We are rural, but you got your stuff, someone's building right here. That's a nice big one, isn't it? That'll be some sort of business too. But I'm going hard in trying to make it, you know, trying to have a go at something so that I can achieve that. Look at that, that is beautiful. It's like an old wooden style Thai house, that one. And I think in the next 6 months, I'm going to really know if I can get onto anything or not. So that's definitely my focus at the moment. Doing a bit of got a little bit of a family getaway thing this weekend, and I'm looking forward to switching off this weekend and just having a bit of time to, I guess, decompress, because I've had a lot of things on my mind lately. I'm not necessarily stressed, but there's too many things going through my mind lately, too many things to think about. So I'm looking forward to decompressing and just switching off this weekend. There's something about the lifestyle too, eh? Out here by the fields, I do like it. I love the city life. I love being able to go to the gym. I love being able to take my twins to public parks and cafes and restaurants. I love the running water being on all the time, I must say. That's a big one compared to living in the village previously, where running water wasn't always on. But there is something about the villages, mate. There's a great example right there. Something like that. That's like, you know, what Isaan Drew's built for under $1 million baht. It's what you can do. For a price of a car in Australia, you can build something like that, eh? I guess the price of a car anywhere in the world. There are also plenty of houses potentially available in villages like these that have been repossessed. So they've been financed, haven't been able to make the mortgage repayments, and they get repossessed. You can find pretty good deals, but I think you're going to take something that's pretty run down, maybe you've got hoarders living in it already. It's probably a tricky one to find something good that way, isn't it? That's definitely an option too. Look at this, it's beautiful, mate. Anyway, let's head back to the city and I'll show you some houses that are for sale and see if we can get the pricing. Because I had Clarky who asked me about condos. No condos in Jaipur, mate. We've got no apartment towers. Korat's got a couple, Konkan's got a couple. I think Konkan's getting a new one. Buriram, they're supposed to be getting one next to the Robinson. Jay told me. But yeah, we don't have any in Jaipur, mate. We're just a small little city. But plenty of houses for sale. There's one street, Clarky. There's one street that's got about, I don't know, 10 houses for sale. I'll show you that. But yeah. No good if you want a condo. There's that wooden house again. That's absolutely beautiful. That thing would cost a bloody lot, I'd imagine. Now, if you don't have a partner, a wife, I guess you'd say, if you don't have children, what are your options if you wanted to buy or build in Thailand? Well, it does get quite complex. It's still possible, but it gets quite complex. Say you're in your 50s or 60s, I'd say looking at the 30-year lease option. I don't know a whole lot about it, but you can lease the land to yourself for 30 years, and I believe it can be extended. I believe that would be a pretty good option, because say you were 60 years old, 30 years gets you to 90. Looking at life expectancies, you probably don't need to worry about it, do you? But then you've got the extension options. And who knows where life's at in 30 years as well, if you can then pass it on to a loved one or family member then under a lease, or if they are able to purchase it. I don't know exactly how it works. I've seen on the news lately, predominantly in the Phuket area, there was a lot of people who were using, I guess, fake companies, I think it is, to purchase land and properties, and they've all been done. And a lot of people are losing their stuff now, having it seized by the government. So that's definitely not the way to do it. If you're going to come to this country, do it by the book, because otherwise there's no guarantee you're going to keep it, are you? Those are dodgy companies and dodgy practices that people do to what they think is own the property, or own the business, or own the land themselves. Well, some people will say, like, you could lose your house to your wife if she left her. You could lose your house to your wife or your partner if you broke up. But then those same people have just lost their house or property to the government, haven't they? Who would you rather lose it to, I guess? I guess some would say the government, but, you know, if you had children and stuff, like probably most people do, if you lost your house to your partner who had a child, it's probably not the end of the world, is it? I just don't like that negative thing you always see from foreigners who say, oh, you're just going to lose your house to your wife sort of thing in Thailand. Well, you shouldn't be in a relationship if you're worried about that sort of thing, should you? If you're in a relationship with somebody, it should be because you both intend to be together forever. You know what I mean? Like, why would you be wasting your time if you don't fully trust someone? Then why are you with that person? You know what I mean? Then you haven't found the one. That's just how I view it. Just something special about this little village here. Just the big trees, so green and luscious, up a bit high. It's a ripper bicycle ride going down the hills. I love it here. This village, mate, I'd keep my eyes peeled for plots of land for sale around here if I could do it at the moment, for sure. And where do you find plots of land for sale around here? That's the big question for this area anyway. Probably just Facebook Marketplace, if not word of mouth. There's not really any real estate agents or anything like that where I am. Oh, this is beautiful. Closer to the city now, nice one there, and they're building one right behind it, which is odd. A lot of land here. It's a nice little house here too. This would be worth quite a bit though. Mercedes. Balcony, you're looking at probably, I don't know, close to the city with the lands. I could be way off, but I'm going to say 4 or 5 million, 6 million baht for that one. Which then you're getting to Australian housing prices, aren't you? There's another one up here on the right too, actually. Pretty sure that's Thai owned. But yeah, some very impressive houses. I'm not looking for anything like this though. But wow, imagine that, mate. Imagine Luga having all that front yard to run around in. So inner city, and it'd be like this for any inner city, you got a lot of these gated communities. So I went in a lot of these gated communities. Ones I could get in, they didn't have security. Just looking for rental signs, a lot of for sale signs around, and you're looking at, you know, the 1.5 to 2 million baht range out here. So and they're not very big houses. You're up against your neighbour. You're better off just building on your own in a little village. Another community over here, but some people like this sort of thing. People tend to operate businesses out of these gated communities. I guess like the sense of community, being around other people. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. I think this road here is going to explode with units and townhouses, because this side of the city, we're very close to the city, hasn't got a lot in. It looks like they're preparing a lot of the land here, would you not say? They put in electricity poles over here on the left. Beautiful view of the mountain still here. But they put electricity poles on the left. Here we are. What's this sign? They're selling the land, so they're likely selling that to developers. I think that's what, 14 to 17.5 million baht. Like, you are right in the city. I could be wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong for reading that sign. But yeah, I think this is going to go bang with development. But it's just they don't sell. They don't sell in this place. Very, very hard to seem to sell a house here, which makes me think there's a bit of negotiating power for a buyer if you're buying an established and built house. I'll show you guys how many are on this street up here. So this street here, there's at least 10 houses for sale, and it's not a very big street. One here, it says starting at 1.xx million baht. So I reckon you're looking at 1.5 to close to 2 million baht for these little things. And they're not big at all. Look at them. Not big at all. I've shown these before, but if anyone wants this street location, I'd say it'd be on your Clarkie who may want it. Just let me know. This one's been brought, I think. They've got a big yard. Yeah, it looks like 3 or 4 more here on the right. 1.xx million baht as well. So yeah, you're looking at double what you could build in a village for sure. But you are in a city, I suppose. And we got a few more here, very close. They've been for sale forever too. Decent road. You could operate a business out the front of your house for sure. There's a lot of business opportunities. Like here, we've got a Krapau shop. We've got a hairdresser. A few of the other businesses are sharp. We've got a mini mart here. Plenty of opportunities. Just do you want to pay those prices rather than building somewhere a bit further out of town. Anyway, enough of that. Let's head back home and get some lunch. You want to go for a walk later? Hey? Alrighty, so for lunch, I've got 2 servings. So I've just got my boiled eggs, a bit of soy sauce, just added a bit of flavour. Just crack them in half and scoop it out with a spoon. Add a tiny bit of soy sauce. Probably should get some more, eh? Absolutely brilliant. I got some salted broad beans from 7-Eleven. I went to 7-Eleven to get my pasta, but I didn't have any in stock. So I've got my salted broad beans. which is, I don't know what broad beans are, but pretty high protein intake per serve. It's bright zero, just for a bit of something sweet, I guess, to drink. I know shouldn't have the sodas, the soft drinks at all, but I feel like a bit of something today. And I've ordered a spaghetti bolognese for 94 baht, so I don't know, what's that? Just over $3 delivered to the house. So that's on the way soon. So I'll smash down the eggs and then hopefully have a ripper spaghetti bolognese very shortly. Here's something you may find interesting. A bit of egg white on the eggshells is actually fine. Like, you can just give him the eggshells only, but dogs can eat eggshells. Did you know that? He loves them too. He will come and beg and sit next to me when I'm eating eggs because he wants those eggshells. But I give him a little bit of egg white too. I try not to so much give him the yolk because although it's full of good cholesterol, I just don't want to give him too much cholesterol, do I? And too much fats. But a bit of egg white, just a bit of egg white. I know I should have the egg white. That's why I'm eating the eggs. And the bloke loves them. And it's really good apparently for animal hair, from what I've heard. And there's a lot of calcium inside it too. So good for his bones, and Pomeranians have a lot of like arthritis issues later on in life, so it's probably good to keep his calcium levels up where I can. You like that, mate? Eggs are good for you. The egg yolks themselves are good for you because it contains healthy cholesterol, and it will actually boost your testosterone. So if you want to boost your testosterone off food, consume a lot of eggs. I'm not too sure how many eggs you're going to consume, but it will boost your testosterone. We're going to change the driver, I think, but yeah, I'm still waiting on the food. Double carb. Alright, here we go. Spaghetti bolognese. Beautiful, got a bit of cheese and everything in there. This is actually really tasty. And it's actually cheaper for me to order on GrabMan or Lineman or whatever app I use. Food Panda, they're all the same. It's actually cheaper to order this on the app than it is to go sit in a restaurant, including delivery. 94 baht delivered, which is like $3.80. I had to look then. Well, I can hop on the motorbike, drive to the restaurant, order, and I think it's 99 baht or 100 baht, but nonetheless, really good food. So I'm going to enjoy a bit of spaghetti. Pasta, that's my special food. Now that was good. Alrighty, afternoon walk time with Lou, because he's going to go to a dog hotel later this afternoon, so let's wear him out. Living right near this park is probably one of the best things that I've done, coming to live here. There's some dogs over here. Hey, come on! Especially for this guy too. This guy loves coming here. And he's actually got friends. Like, he comes and there's like the same owners bring the same dogs here every evening around sunset. And he plays with the dogs. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look! They're not his friends. And I reckon Mum's gonna love this place too. And now, like, we're in rainy season now, but it's really gonna lift. They're saying to expect extreme rainfall in August. So Mum will be here mid-July to mid-August. So we're gonna have some extreme rain possibly when Mum's here. So if it's not too bad that we can actually go outside with the sun protection, this will be, I think, a great spot for Mum and me and the twins, of course, just to get out the house and do things and just get a bit more active with the twins, which obviously you've noticed I have been doing, taking them to nature and stuff as well. That last little video I did with Daisy down at the lake was awesome, eh? I enjoyed it. But yeah, I'm going somewhere I've never been before. I'm going to Cha Am tomorrow, and then Phetchaburi, up in the mountains in Phetchaburi somewhere. The night after, it's no expense to me. It's a family thing with my girlfriend's family, so it's great, and it'll be great to connect with her extended family. So that's awesome. I'm really looking forward, because I've never been to that place before. Just a long drive, 7-hour drive. As this gets uploaded, I'll be basically back in Chaipoom already. But yeah, really looking forward to just decompressing this weekend, because it's been so much going through my mind. Just with everything. It's like I said, it's not stress. It's just, I don't know. I'm just thinking things through too in depth sometimes. I need to focus more on the present, but at the same time, I want to make sure my future for me and my twin daughters is safe and secured. And it's probably never going to be safe and secured because life always happens, but I want to keep doing more and achieving more for them. Have a little sit here. Have a little sit here with my boy, huh? How you doing, boy? You got no idea that you're going to go to a hotel later today. And I'm sorry, and you're going to be stressed. But what can I do, huh? What can I do?